Hey, man.
Hello.
Hey, man, what's up?
Nothing. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, y'all.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Welcome to the Halloween episode of CNC MAP. That's Count and Countess Make a Podcast. This door, it's just going to drive me a little insane.
It needs to be totally shut. Now. Hey, Brooke.
Hi, Connor.
Are you ready to MAP?
I'm ready to pee.
Ignorance is bliss. I'm living in a world of my own, and it's awesome.
Oh, I thought I was responsible for 9/11 when I was 5
Where were you?
in Pennsylvania. Touch grass, might I suggest.
We're just going to dive right in today. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, that really wore me out. Coming in, took 6 steps?
Yeah, but
exhausted.
You're in a different form, so it's like getting used to your new body.
Completely exhausted. I'm not like one that, sorry, full lip.
I guess for the audio listeners, we have fangs in our mouth on our incisors.
Incisors. I just got it. I just need to talk with my tongue in between the 2 incisors.
So it is going to take a minute to like learn how to navigate our new bodies.
This is just another reason, if you're listening on audio only, to jump over to YouTube and check us out there right now. And
while you're there, subscribe.
It
like literally will not hurt you.
In fact, we'll count you down.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, but count like the count.
1,
2,
3.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's really
he's
something.
so cute. and hot.
I'm stoked to be here. We got here this morning early so we could kind of slip into something more comfortable.
You got here earlier than me, warrior.
Who's
warrior
counting?
God. You a little.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
No, I'm stoked to be here. I was thinking about it when we were putting the teeth on specifically. I kind of kept biting my lip, and I don't know why my head immediately went to breastfeeding. Like, I feel like
You don't look anything like Connor.
Who's Connor?
Yeah. Like, there isn't even a resemblance to who you used to be right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, then I'll jump right into the breastfeeding conversation. 'Cause I don't think Connor wants anything to do with that. I think a really good ad for pro breastfeeding, I don't know if there's any, probably, would be like, think about vampires. Like, think about how hard that would be on the mother when the baby decides to latch on with his fangs.
I bet, like, evolution would have given vampire mothers, like, a steel nipple.
Like a steel-toed boot, but in the chest?
Yeah.
That's
like, God wouldn't have let her be harmed by her. Also, baby vampires probably don't have teeth. They probably grow their fangs the same way we would grow teeth.
Really? I wish that we could Google that, but it's not real.
Also, there are different breeds of vampire. So, like, Muppet vampire, sure, fangs, but, like, Twilight vampire, just, like, a little bit of a sharper tooth.
Right. Who's to say?
Yeah.
But I just think, like, imagine being a mama vampire and you're like, my baby's having trouble. Or no, another mom was like, my baby's not latching on to my nipple right now.
That
and then
happened in something.
I know. And then the vampire mom being like, that's not what I'm dealing with over here, bitch. She's, is latching on really hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of more. But then again, it's like, this is a vampire we're talking about. Like, would a mama vampire not feed her baby blood? So maybe it does need to latch on.
It's like hard to say because there's no supporting evidence except for if you go really dive into Breaking Dawn, which I don't feel like you're going to do.
I don't know. I don't know that much. I can't. Breaking Dawn. I can't go Breaking Dawn mode right now. If you're going to have trouble looking at me, you don't have to look right at me.
Okay, I think I need to look like somewhere else, like completely.
You can look towards the camera.
Okay, yeah. That'll be good because I never look towards the camera, so people will really be able to see how the purple brings out my green eyes.
I want to just highlight the fact that Brooke just looks like an enhanced kind of mythical version of herself, and I look like someone that would attack you behind a 7-Eleven.
I do think like you in this form showing up in my room in the middle of the night, like I could be the worst thing that I could imagine at this time.
Yeah.
right now.
It's not like it doesn't feel good to know that I look like that for other people from their perspective because I feel fine.
Well,
I'm gonna keep this on for a while today.
I think that's fine.
They don't talk enough about like if you had a conversation with a vampire, like they're always like, I want to, but like they would have a list because it's impossible not to.
Well,
which would kind of be like, okay, you're gonna suck my blood.
Either like the lisp, either in vampire society, like that would be normal, and to them to hear a non-lisp would be a lisp. I know, like if they heard a person with not a lisp, they'd be like, oh, we need to put you in early intervention speech therapy.
Right.
Because your voice sounds off. Or they would just learn how to, like they would know how to speak without it because they're so used
I'm kind of already learning how to speak.
Yeah, me too. I'm completely good.
I think my teeth are closer together.
Mine hurt.
Mine don't hurt. They actually feel pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it actually feels kind of like I have a weighted blanket on my incisors.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
How are you?
Thanks for asking. I'm good. I didn't do anything of notoriety in between here and there. You've had a bunch of spooky stuff happen. Obviously we got together on Friday briefly, and actually, I think we can highlight that now. Can
we talk a little bit about Connor and I are now trauma bonded to each other, and Izzy as well. Due to we had a psychic.
We had a psychic. Is that what she called? Clairvoyant on set, and we filmed a YouTube video.
And you will see it
if you're subscribed.
Or yeah.
I wish there was a way to punish people that weren't subscribed, like send someone that's going to spank them to their door.
Is there a subscribers only button on YouTube, like kind of like on TikTok? Like you shouldn't be able to see it unless you're subscribed.
Shame on you.
Yeah, that would hurt.
That is like a classic punishment fits the crime.
It would hurt performance, but sure.
Okay, so be it.
Oh, I got to get like a long pencil up to my scalp.
Are you itchy?
I'm itching up a storm over here.
Oh, shit. I guess just itch it. Oh, that's good.
Where is he?
Yeah, so we had a psychic come in, and
that's so sad.
That feels real good.
We had a psychic come in, and it was for sure like very super, super interesting.
It was eye-opening in the sense of
I don't know what to say it specifically, which I don't know if that's gonna make you want to watch.
Tune in.
I would encourage you to tune in for sure. Know that yeah.
It was just
I am actually completely speechless at this time, thinking about what happened.
Right.
So you should watch it to figure out why I'm speechless. Do you feel speechless?
I'm speechless.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about it?
You get to see it.
You'll get to join in on the trauma, which is cool.
In real time.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is giving you trauma in real time besides BNC?
That's very, very fun. What we can offer you is not something that every podcast can offer you. You will be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Don't you want that?
Yeah.
Don't you want to be
you will be very, very unsettled and uncomfortable, and you'll want to turn it off, but you can't because we had to sit through it. And so you have to too.
We had to see it, so you do too.
Yeah.
We 100%. Love our viewers.
We love our viewers, and it's our job to deliver very meaningful content.
Yeah.
And that is, in a way, what this is.
Yeah.
And that feels
I think we can leave it there. That's a good preview of what happened. I think you'll kind of understand Brooke and I's dynamic, how that played into that experience too.
Yeah.
And I think we just leave it alone.
I think
Why keep going?
There's so much to say, and yet it's better left unsaid or unwritten. Okay. That comes out on Halloween, October 31st. So
right, October 31st.
Super excited. Honestly, genuinely very excited for you guys to see
I'm excited. We haven't seen it yet.
No. Oh, and I won't be reliving it.
I'll be watching the whole thing.
I won't even be looking at the thumbnail.
It was too damn good, y'all.
Yeah.
It was too damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I was in awe of that experience.
Oh, God, yeah.
We have to move on, though.
But it's something that could... we need a bonus episode where we debrief.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. On God.
I just want to say, kind of rolling back to you highlighting Natasha Bedingfield just now. Going into... Don't look at me then. You don't have to look at me. Going into Halloween weekend where several people this weekend might get the aux. If there's ever a lull in the aux, I encourage you to put on Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Doesn't matter. That is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield is the great equalizer. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter where where you came from. It only matters where you're going because the rest is still unwritten.
Hey guys, we want to take a break to thank a sponsor today's episode, Uncommon Goods. If you want to hear where'd you get that this holiday season, Uncommon Goods is your secret weapon.
Yeah.
Uncommon Goods is here to make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for the most remarkable and truly unique gifts for everyone on your list.
Whether you're shopping for your secret Santa or for your entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. I found some really unique gifts for friends and family. I got the coffee roasting kit
You were
for
telling
my
me.
uncle. And I got... Who did I get the toasty lined robe
Oh,
for?
your aunt.
My aunt and uncle. Yeah, they're going to love it. Plus, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. These fun products are often made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season.
Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out-of-the-ordinary gifts anywhere. From art and jewelry to kitchen, home, and bar, Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. Not the same lackluster gifts you could just find anywhere.
And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $2.5 million to date. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/BNC. That's uncommongoods.com/BNC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer, you guys. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. She said it in her song, and it's the best pregame song.
It's so interesting because when you really get deep and think about the fact that the rest is still unwritten, that's either really, really comforting or really, really scary.
Right.
Which do you feel?
Depending on if I ate. Yeah, I ate this morning, so I feel positively about the rest being still unwritten.
Okay. Me, scared right now.
Really?
But it does change.
Yeah. Maybe your blood sugar's low.
Mm.
I think that the song in itself, it turning on, I'm just thinking about it right now. We'll have to listen to it in bonus because the way it starts out is just dun, 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 dun. It got people's ears. People start to look around
Perk
are we
up.
all gonna... That song is better and more of a unifying force than Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
I agree.
Yeah, I think most people would, but they just don't know that they would agree with that.
You know how in my Quaker school we had to sit in silence for 30 minutes every week? One day they played Unwritten before the moment of silence and asked us, the query was how does this move you? That is the most that anybody's stood up and shared that they were moved by the light. Wasn't a real school.
Facts. But that is awesome. But that is school.
Yeah.
That's awesome though.
Mm-hmm. I wish you were there.
I would love to go visit. You know how they always
that would be funny if we had an alum, a moment where my high school would never reach out to me, but if they reached out and were we want you to come back
and speak to the students.
And speak to the students, that would be funny for us to do.
Yeah.
In that space.
I would love
because we would be starting with moments of silence, and I see you laughing. I just licked the mic. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
getting used to my
I know
teethies.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to. I'm hoping they don't fall out mid thing today. But what'd you do besides that? You went to Universal this week.
I went to Universal for Universal Studios Horror Nights, and the point of that is that at 7 p.m. there's spooky creatures walking around the whole park. So that piece is spooky because you're walking around as an unsuspecting patron, and then scary people come out and get very close to you, which is scary. And there's also haunted houses, which you have to wait for about an hour and a half in line for a 30-second haunted house, and they literally blew ass. They were so bad. No offense, Universal Studios, worst haunted houses I've ever been to, really, so bad. And I love haunted houses. I love being scared. I didn't flinch, and I
Really?
get scared. I didn't flinch, and I was leading the pack.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't see that coming from you.
I know people were really shocked that I was I can lead, it's fine. I did not flinch. They were made for a 2-year-old.
I guess it is Universal Studios.
Yeah, but they're known for being good.
It's always funny because haunted house. Really? I think the production value is high, but you almost want a lower production value for a really scary haunted house because you want to be like there's no security here. There's probably a guy that would kill me in this dark room.
Yeah, well, there is security there, which sucks.
At Universal.
At Universal Studios.
See, in the middle of nowhere, Texas,
Yes.
which is where I was going, it was here it is. And I'm like, where? And they're like, we're going into this barn. And I'm like, there's not even a line. Is this where did we pay? And, it's just really, we're not dealing with employee of the month.
Right.
And the people that were, like when I was in high school, the people that were because it was a volunteer situation, I'm like, who's spending their Saturday night volunteering to be covered in like...
Well, it's like actors and actresses, like people that are want to be in the performance space.
I don't think the people... I think that they were just looking because they enjoyed seeing fear in people's eyes. So I'm like,
oh, you think they're
that's a perfect example of like, I'm not a killer, but don't push me.
Do you think haunted house actors have darkness in them?
Yes. Yes, I do. I think everybody... There's no one in the world that... they would pop up on the news and be like, I never saw it coming from this one. I'd be like, I could fucking see it. I could see it. Yeah. From you even. I'm like, I don't know.
Me?
I mean, I could wrap my head around anyone killing.
You could wrap your head around you turning on CNN, my picture being up, and them saying this girl is a serial killer. You could wrap your head around that?
I think there's things that lead up to huge...
You think I'm a serial killer?
No, see, you just jumped. You just jumped to a conclusion. I'm saying...
But you wouldn't be surprised.
No, I said I could wrap my head around anyone killing a person. That's what I said.
So you see me on the 6 o'clock news, and your first reaction is, I can wrap my head around that.
No, because I don't watch the 6 o'clock news. I don't have cable.
In this world... Okay, on TikTok.
I would see
on Snapchat Discover. I'm on Snapchat Discover.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm just saying, like, there's literally like any person in my past. Maybe you would have to be in my past for me to see you killing someone. I don't know.
Like you haven't spoken to me in a few years?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then those gaps leave it up to interpretation. Like maybe I went wrong.
Right.
In that time.
Maybe I went wrong.
Sorry, my teeth.
No, it's just interesting how our vernacular is actually changing by reasons outside of our direct control.
Yeah. So.
Actually. Go ahead.
The haunted house that I went to, and it was in the country, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And it was like a very famous abandoned asylum. Which, like, by the way, like, is that morally? I'm curious about like where that stands.
Oh, morally bad.
Morally bad.
It's Halloween. Like that's just what they're leaning into that. Like that's just part of it. It's like you're going there and you're not like, you guys are actually all canceled after you pay your money to go to a haunted house in an asylum.
Right.
Like, it's just like...
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But have I told you about the
Can't wait for the warriors to come after us for that one.
Have you heard about the shit room in this asylum? I've told you about it, right?
Oh, you have?
It's so bad. Should I tell you
again?
Yeah,
you might as well run back the shit room story because I need a refresher.
There's it's like, there's 3 different houses, and in one of them the theme is like asylum. So like there are like patients, and you're like walking through their rooms, and it's like the 1700s or something, and there's one room where like everyone's in like adult diapers. And it's so bad actually, now that I'm kind of putting myself back in the space. But I'm just gonna tell you anyway, this one guy, like, first of all, the room smells like literal shit, because they have like shit something like a humidifier of shit like bursting out.
It's a shit room,
and this guy reaches, because you can be touched in this asylum, reaches in his diaper, has something on his hand, and it's just like a liquid, and rubs it on you from his diaper, and the room smells. So you're like, oh, very cool. And that's an experience in the haunted house. So I guess like the universal experience like wasn't that. I guess that was kind of what I was expecting.
That's what I'm talking about, where I'm trying to think of an example of what you could compare, like a Universal where it's like very high production value, a lot of lawyers, and probably a lot of lawsuits, versus the shit room probably didn't have that good of lawyers. I'm just guessing. They come into court and they're like,
oh, I missed the shit room.
The plaintiff, and it's just a man in an adult diaper. And his lawyer comes in and is also in like an adult diaper.
Like, give me a somewhere in between shit room and Universal Studios. That's my happy place. You know,
like a corn maze.
Yeah, give me a corn maze with like a haunted, bloody scarecrow with no diaper, and that's where I'll feel safe. I have purple in my eye.
Yeah, mine was providing a haze early on, but it's past now. I wouldn't do well with the shit room.
No,
But
I don't think most people would. I didn't like the shit room. Let me be clear. Didn't like the shit room. Don't want to go back to the shit room.
You know what? Anyone who doesn't
I don't
subscribe
dream
today,
about being in the shit room. Like,
anyone who doesn't subscribe to our YouTube today, we're putting you mentally in the shit room.
Yeah, that's your punishment.
That's where you belong. You're getting time out. Go to the shit room right now.
Oh, it's hard like wiping my eye with my purple hand.
Don't wipe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Blink. That's kind of what.
It's just, I guess it's hard like once you've been in the shit room, like the shit room stays with you. So every other haunted house.
You can take the girl out of the shit room, but you can't take the shit room out of the girl.
Unfortunately, can't take the shit room out of the girl. So, can I have a paper towel? I'm sorry.
Just for reminiscing about the shit room a bit.
Yeah, the shit room's got me worked up.
Sheesh Louise.
Yeah.
No, we would go to. I like turned down a lot of the haunted houses because my mom told me growing up, like, you really shouldn't be going to those. Even the ones in our hometown where we like literally knew everyone that ran it. Like,
Thank you so much.
It's not, it's like this is the perfect time for someone to actually come in with a real chainsaw.
Right. Yes.
And then,
you know about the cannibal, right? A real cannibal was hiding in a haunted house and ate someone.
how did he do the whole act of eating someone? Did he just take a bite?
I don't know like the specifics.
Go ahead and wipe your eye, and then we'll circle back. Okay,
I can't see out of either eye.
just work on that. I'm gonna read this.
Complete blind. Oh my god! Remind me to circle back to blind mode.
Okay, don't really rub it because your thing's coming off. I'm gonna read the thing here.
Would you?
A hoax. Oh, it's a hoax. There wasn't actually a cannibal.
Oh, really?
Texas boy eaten alive at Halloween haunted house by deranged man, except not really at all.
Oh, so that's the problem about believing every headline.
Yeah, it was a hoax. But that's a great
That's a good episode of American Horror Story.
Well, the reason I don't know what I was going to say, but that would be like how twisted we are, just being like, oh wait, I want to go to the one haunted house where that kid was eaten. Of course, it was in Texas, by the way. That's what I'm like. The thing about Pennsylvania and Texas, like for some reason, those are the two scariest states to me.
Yeah, in terms of the country space. Yeah.
I guess it is the country space. But to me, I'm like, Texas, like I'm in a field, I'm in a barn.
Texas, because then I think Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
Pennsylvania, I think just murder.
I have a question. In terms of cannibalism,
yeah.
If you took a bite out of someone, I feel like you get off pretty easy, even though your intention was to eat a little bit of a person.
I'm sure there are laws, like in the same way that there's like, in murder laws, they take into account the intention.
What was your intention when you ate that woman, a bite of that woman?
Right. So, like, if the intention was to eat the whole person, then you'd be punished for complete cannibalism.
So you get punished on cannibalism based on how much of a person you eat?
I don't think how much, just like intention. Like, if you were just wanting to truly just take a bite to inflict harm rather than kill to eat, that would be a different punishment than like full cannibal mode.
So intention. If I said, I'm gonna get.
By the way, I am speaking from my knowledge of watching Criminal Minds.
If I said I'm just gonna have a bite, I'm not that hungry, and
your intention's not to kill,
and then I was like, oh, I'm actually full,
then you would be charged with something else.
How many people can I bite and get my fix off of before I get put in jail as a cannibal?
That's something to ask the Tootsie Pop Owl.
A 1, a 2, 3.
How many bites does it take to get full from human flesh? I don't know. Question for someone else.
I bet 1 for me.
For me, I have 0. I'm like not interested.
I'm not interested either, but in terms of like how hungry I am right now.
Okay.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Quince. I love high-end luxury goods as much as the next person, but my wallet isn't on the same page. That was until I found Quince. Quince is my go-to place for luxury essentials at prices within reach. Quince creates timeless classics that never go out of style. You'll have them in your closet forever.
Quince's capsule wardrobe must-haves, like 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters from $50, washable silk tops and dresses, and flattering pants, make putting together any outfit that much easier. The best part? All Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us.
True. Quince also only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. I have a couple Quince pieces, my favorite being the green cashmere sweater that I wore a couple episodes back. You'll see it when you see it. I love it. I actually keep it in my car to touch while I'm driving. It's like a comfort touch thing. The sweater's so soft and such high quality. I've never had a really high quality cashmere sweater like that. And it was a fraction of the price.
Get affordable luxury with Quince. Go to quince.com/BNC for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/BANDC to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/BNC.
What do you want to talk about?
I just want to talk about blind mode for 1 second.
Yeah, go blind mode real quick.
I obviously, I'm back in, I guess it's because it's October, back in my Criminal Minds, cannot tear myself away from watching Criminal Minds. Every second I'm not watching Criminal Minds feels like a waste of time and a waste of my life, even though I've seen each episode about 600 times. But there's something wrong with my TV. So it keeps going into, I don't know the politically correct term, but I call it's blind mode.
Blind?
It keeps going into POV you can't see. So here's me narrating the whole TV show. It's like a voice, a third party voice. A disturbed looking man walks onto screen wearing black. He walks into a house with a gun. It's literally complete narration in addition to the actors talking. So if I couldn't, that's a mode on the TV. But I didn't realize that my TV had gone blind mode. I thought that the unsub in this episode of Criminal Minds, that's the unidentified subject, the murderer.
Yeah.
I thought that the unsub was having a psychotic break, and that was his part of his multiple personality disorder was narrating the episode. So I watched an entire episode of Criminal Minds in blind mode, which then I started to not understand when they were just in the interrogation room with just the FBI profilers. I was why is
was it they're in the interrogation room, they're still in the interrogation room, they're still in the interrogation room, they're still in the interrogation room. Spencer Reed opens a file, and I was how is the unsub narrating when he's not here? Blind mode. Watched really into 45 minutes into the episode. Wow.
But now my TV keeps doing it, and there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Also, that reminds me. Yeah, I tried. There's literally nothing I can do.
You can't turn it off?
No, something's wrong with my TV.
What happened to me that was similar to that? I watched I turned on the YouTube video TV for dogs when I was leaving my house, and then I was watching it for a second.
How much my leg is shaking. I'm not doing that.
Relax it.
I can't. That's it. This is my leg at its most relaxed.
Okay.
Sorry, go.
No, I just accidentally watched 38 minutes of TV for dogs.
Right.
It was entertaining. Max couldn't give less of a shit.
Yeah.
But I watched something in a different language for so long thinking that this is the preface to the rest of the movie. And we're going to go in and I'll understand there's some things that aren't going to be in English, and then it'll set up the storyline, and then we'll get in. And I think it was 23 minutes into a movie, and it was oh, I'm watching it in Spanish.
Yeah.
I was picking up enough to understand the storyline, but not enough to be oh, this is a dub.
Totally.
We have to be more aware in our day to day, because how much time are we wasting watching in blind mode?
Right. For me, 45 minutes.
Collectively, for me, probably a whole day.
Yeah.
Over the course of my life.
Yeah. Anyway, what did you do? What'd you do
What
this
did
weekend?
you do? I toured some houses and finding a new apartment.
Oh, anything good?
Yeah, there's one that's really good. I didn't apply in time, so I'm just gonna have to convince myself, gaslight myself that was the worst apartment I've ever been in.
That's my favorite thing to do is when something doesn't go your way, convince yourself that it was for the best.
Yeah,
even though it's blatant.
You have to. So when other people are damn, that was really nice, and I'm well, it probably isn't a ton of spiders.
That's a life hack.
Yeah, life hack.
Life hack. Something doesn't go your way, convince yourself it's for the best, even though it's objectively the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
Gaslight yourself. Reverse engineer a happy ending. That's when what was it, a year ago before I moved into my old apartment, I got this apartment that was my dream apartment, great natural lighting, amazing location, and there was one review for the apartment, and it said, loved this space. I did get stabbed in the hallway one time.
Right.
And then I went and toured it, and it was amazing. I went and toured it half an hour after reading that someone had been stabbed there.
And I was loved it?
When you know, you know. Yeah, I did love it. And guess what? Someone else loved it more because they got it.
Right. Theoretically, you could get stabbed in any.
No, I was thinking lightning only strikes the same place once most
In
times.
fact, you're probably safe.
Like, how many times does someone get stabbed in one exact spot?
Right.
Probably less than lightning.
Right. Unless it's the same unsub.
Oh my gosh, unless it's the same guy at Stabber.
Yeah. Because he might have, that space might have meaning to him. Could put me in the FBI. Please.
You need to watch Reno 911. I'm on a Reno 911.
You just said that's a comedy.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But like, it is kind of like a lighter Criminal Minds.
I need like full on like psychopath profiling. Yeah. Dark.
Okay. Well, this is not going to be the show for
right.
you. If you want a show that you can watch with your eyes crossed, you might need blind mode, but like it is one of my favorite, smartest written shows I've ever seen. And I keep having to remind myself about it because it is such dumb TV. You can walk away and come back. It's the one without a storyline. Like you can just watch an episode of season 2 and then season 7 consecutively and like it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Quickly, I have to look at my notes.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I want to do a lot of our notes app today because I know we had a lot.
I know.
Can I ask you about one of your entries?
Yeah.
Goats are the scariest animal to me.
That was my whole entry. When you think about goats, what do you think about?
Well, Connor, do you know that on my Instagram, which by the way is just at Brooke Averick?
Wait, are you
No.
Are you asking people to follow you?
No, I didn't. I was just letting them know.
Oh, well, mine's at
No.
Mine's at Fibula also.
People know.
No, they don't because
they do because you have double the followers.
Someone made an edit of us on Instagram yesterday. No, last time you posted, every comment was like, "I only follow you," by the way, under comments, and I was like,
on what?
No need. I don't know. I can't remember what the post was, but I was like, need to stop reading comments.
Have you not seen these pictures of me and these precious goats, Picasso and Pablo?
No, I haven't.
Look how this is scary to you. Sorry, I actually realized it's not on my Instagram. Oh, but that is my Instagram. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Pull it up.
There it is.
Pull it up. Look at how fun she looks.
She does look fun. I'm following quadruple the amount of people you're following.
I actually try to keep it tight.
Oh, I'm a loose cannon.
Yeah.
I'm so trigger happy on following people.
Look at this. This is Picasso. You don't think he's to die for?
I think they're cute, but I'm saying out of mammals, I think they're the creepiest mammal. They like seem like
they do have very knowing eyes.
Can we just look into goats' eyes? Just because when you said that, I was like, maybe that's it. Can you just type in "are goats' eyes creepy" on Google? I just want to see. Yeah. Why are they sideways?
Right. They're they're horizontal.
They're almost a perfect rectangle.
But I would full send pet goat. You 100%.
No, we had a goat in college for a smidge.
In your apartment?
In our house. We had a big backyard that a goat could be in. They ate and pooped so much. No,
it's like a big guinea pig.
It's so much worse. It's so much worse. They ate everything and pooped everywhere. It was so smelly.
My apartment is actually getting to a horrible place in terms of smelling like a farm.
That's super unfortunate. It smells like the shit room.
No, it's not shit. It's hay.
Oh. Can we type in "are goats' eyes creepy" and just see if there's any lore around goats' eyes? Some people may even find their gaze outright unsettling. That's because goats' pupils are horizontal.
Yeah.
Is that really all it is?
I think that's enough.
Can we click on what does it mean if a goat looks into your eyes?
Probably that they're looking at you.
When a goat gazes into your eyes, it may be issuing a silent plea for help.
Maybe that's what you're picking up on?
That's a suggestion from a new study of goats co-authority Christian Nareth, who researches animal cognition at Queen Mary University of London. That's really unfortunate. Oh my gosh, they see really far. Around, without them, oh no, they see side to side. There's something also about animals with eyes on side to side, besides fish. Fish don't creep me out. But like a donkey or a goat or something, like horses, the fact that they see this way and they don't see forward so much.
You know what animal scares me?
Which one?
And I hate to say it, Izzy. I'm terrified of horses.
Horses.
I think that's our next video idea.
Oh, Izzy.
Oh, we should go horseback riding. I crave horseback riding.
You crave it?
I crave it like water.
Oh my God. Izzy's addicted to it.
Oh yeah.
No, I would love to go horseback. I used to work on a farm in junior high, and I would.
That was when you worked in the antique store.
No, different story. I have had about 1,000 jobs.
Wow.
Briefly. Let's keep in mind it was briefly.
Yeah.
But I worked on. I would run the horses around in circles, hard, for some reason. Don't remember why. I would clean the saddles, and then I would like wash the horse. Horses are ripped beasts.
That's why they're so scary.
What scares them? What scares you?
Well, at camp they bucked off my friend Amelia.
Oh, so you've got Munchausen by proxy.
That's
horse.
just like PTSD.
Oh, it's PTSD.
Yeah,
right.
completely different.
Tomato.
Beast, completely different beast. And just like they're so big.
Yeah.
Like they shouldn't be that big. Yeah. And they always have flies around their eyes, which can't be comfortable and makes me unsettled.
I would.
And they're so.
Look at
Did
them.
you ever
They
see
love
the
each
episode of
other.
Full House where Michelle got bucked off?
Yeah.
Like, God forbid.
It's like so preventable. I guess you just
It's
don't
not.
get on a horse.
You never know what's going to upset them. They're unpredictable to me.
Obviously, like I'm speaking
as someone who can't speak to horses.
I was gonna say I'm also speaking out of my ass, but I almost said out my arse, and I wasn't even going from like a count perspective. But
are you finding the paint to taste like unique?
I'm getting a lot of paint taste.
Yeah.
It is a unique
I wonder
taste,
if
you're right?
that's like toxic. No, it's water based.
I'm sure.
Totally.
I'm sure. Like forgive me for thinking I'm invincible, but like buck me off a horse.
No, that's like very serious.
Why is it
Have you
serious?
been bucked off?
Yeah, I've been bucked off, reared off. I've been kicked in the head.
That doesn't bother you?
No, not really.
You got kicked in the head?
Yeah, it does not explain a lot.
No, to me, you have such a head on your shoulders.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Yeah, this side of my head.
Oh,
Did it hurt?
I kind of blacked out when it happened.
Oh God, yeah.
But I only get headaches on the left side of my head now, which is.
Oh, that's nice. Then the right side is.
Yeah, I'm fine on my right side.
Yeah, you got half a headache now.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So what was your worst horse-related injury?
Probably that, but like it wasn't even that bad. Like I just bled a lot, but your head has a lot of blood. But then I played soccer after that because I got scared and broke my arm. So then I went back to riding.
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
I feel like your head would have the least amount of blood.
I don't know. She said like you bleed a lot in your head.
Yeah.
But it doesn't contribute to like a lot of blood loss.
Oh, that's good.
It looked like a horror scene. But
Oh,
she's, like,
is
"You're
he? Wow. Okay. Happy you're okay. What were we talking about? Goats.
I have something else. We can move on from goats and horses and any equestrian conversation. I do
Love goats.
want to quickly talk about because Brooke and I have, for audio only listeners, we have purple paint on our face. And I had seen my teeth in the mirror and I had like a come to Jesus moment where like I felt like I didn't even know myself.
Yeah.
Because my teeth had like yellow all over them. And I was like, what is this?
too.
Did I just finish a coffee? I swished my mouth out with water. I'm like, it's not there. I ran to my car, got a flosser out of my wallet. I'm flossing and it was like still not there. And I was like feeling very sullen about the fact that like I thought I had nice teeth and like all of a sudden I don't.
You do.
And then you had said like my teeth are so yellow it's purple. And I was like, thank God that it's because of the purple.
Yeah, purple brings out yellow and green.
And you see all those commercials all the time on like Snapchat and stuff that they feed you where it's like the purple toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's not real.
I literally asked all my followers on my Instagram, which was Brooke Averick, if it works, and they said it's a scam.
I believe it because I think it's just
We
like
should watch my Frankie highlight one day. Oh, thank you, Milk.
Thanks. Okay. Should we just do like a full influencer day on our
In Bone. We can do it in Bone.
We could do it in Bone. But I was thinking about it the other day. Okay, here's something I had to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, I floss a lot.
Yeah, I know you're really good about oral hygiene.
Yeah, but I have some of the most I have so many problems with my teeth, and like most people I know, like don't floss.
Right. I've never had a cavity personally, and I've
had like 11.
only floss if there's something in my teeth.
I probably have 3 cavities as we speak. I cannot get myself to go to the dentist, but I was just thinking about it, like, I'm so addicted to flossing now that, like, if a health study came out and was like, by the way, flossing's bad for you, I'd be like, I can't stop.
Wow. Can't be good for you. Like, they didn't have floss in...
Everyone I know that doesn't floss, like, I have the best
olden
teeth.
days.
I have no reason to floss. Now I'm, like, so in my head about flossing that, like, I will never be able to stop, even if they're like, it gives you cancer.
Uh-huh.
Like, sorry, I guess I'm getting
like a
cancer.
good vice to have. That's one of your better addictions.
I know. Well...
Yeah, it's a good thing to be addicted to. Are your front teeth missing? Oh, no. Sorry.
Why would my front teeth be missing?
Your
out of
lip
nowhere?
was over them, and I could only see the fangs coming out. So I saw a space in between. What did you mean by boys versus girls, mermaids versus sharks and minnows?
Oh, I had a good one.
Okay.
You know, obviously we've moved on from, like, the like, guys think about Roman Empire, girls think about what a girls think about. You know, girls always talk about, like, oh, we play mermaids in the pool, and I'm always like, I didn't experience mermaids.
Right.
I experienced sharks and minnows in the pool.
I think girls also did.
That was a
unisex.
But I feel like we, like,
event.
the guys would always be like, sharks and minnows now, and everyone would be like, I don't really want to. There'd be one guy that was like diehard sharks and minnows.
What about Marco Polo?
Marco Polo.
Like guys are more Marco Polo. I hated that game. I found that stupid and a waste of time.
Brooke, word for word, I was gonna be like, that's when someone says, like, let's play a drinking game. It's like, I'd rather just drink.
Right. Like, let's just swim with our eyes open.
Let's just swim around and splash.
Yeah. Yeah. God, yeah.
That being said, now I'm anti-splash in a big way.
Why? Gets your hair wet?
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to get wet by your hand. I'm in the pool. What more could you want? I'm already swimming.
I've always been anti-splash. I love gliding in the pool.
Brooke, you think I don't love gliding in the pool?
Like, that's what water's for.
Gliding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's why we were able to, as humans, harness the water's power to glide into our backyards.
I was a swim instructor.
Oh, yes, I did.
That's the first skill you learn.
To glide?
Is a Superman or Supergirl. Glide. Arms over your ears, hands together, point your fingers, push off the wall, glide. And that's the stepping stone to being able to do big arms, aka like freestyle. Yeah.
Big arms.
Show me your big arms.
Show me your big arms. Right.
Yeah.
Right this instant.
Yeah, do big arms to me. I should give you a swim lesson the way that I would have given it to one of my 3-year-olds.
You need to start just a camp or something.
I want to.
For like adult
kids.
children.
Yeah.
That would be
No,
fun.
I would like
go.
to do it with like kids.
Actual
though.
children?
Yeah, I miss them.
I think like a lot of like people that follow you and listen to the podcast
Wouldn't trust me with their kids.
would like come with their kids and then the kids would watch you guys.
I always get
Play
scared
mermaids.
thinking about if parents of kids that I used to teach like watch my stuff or listen to my stuff and they're like, I can't believe that my kid was with her. That scares me.
I know there's a group text of people I went to college and high school with that are actively only probably make fun of me.
Yeah, that's like every time I get a one share on something, I'm like, that is someone making fun of me.
Yeah.
Or talking shit. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You just have to come to terms with that. That's something where you're just like part of the job.
Because guess what?
Is that there's a group of 15 of people that we went to high school with that actively have a group text.
That means they care about you.
Well, we're keeping our content is actually keeping that group of people in touch with each other.
Yeah, we're connecting
There's
them.
probably one person from our past that only got invited to someone else's wedding because they're in a group chat that talks shit about us.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well said.
Oh my God, that's just like that butterfly effect that I talk about. I'm drooling so much. Butterfly effect that I talk about. Butterfly effect that I talk about all the time, where it's like, because we decide to embarrass ourselves online so frequently, there's a group text without us in it talking shit about us.
Totally.
And one person there is in touch with someone else in the group text only because they actively talk shit about us, and they go to the wedding and they meet the love of their life and they have the next Michelle Obama.
Because of us.
Because of us.
When you think about the people that have the group text shitting on you, do you picture, like, do you know who they are?
Yeah. And I would consider some of them my close friends.
Really?
Yes. I'm okay with that. that. I'm secure in myself.
Oh my God, now I'm getting spooked that my close friends do it. I don't think they do.
I'm secure in myself because while they were on the train going to finance HQ.
Right.
I was heading here to get painted purple.
Right. That's true.
Miss you guys, by the way. I can't wait to see you at the reunion. It's gonna be fun. What do you do for work? Well,
Yes.
when are you gonna go back to your high school reunion?
No.
Like absolutely no?
We're 100 kids in my grade, and the people I would want to see again, I talk to.
Yeah.
So no. Like there's no one that I would want to see that I wouldn't reach out to and see.
Oh my gosh.
Does that make sense?
100%. Something just happened in my high school group text, and I think I was driving, so I missed the text, but they said that ours is postponed because whoever was elected president, and I ran for president. The person beat me, but I was unaware of the fact that the residing president, when you graduate high school, is in charge 10 years later of the reunion, planning the whole thing. Which, like,
is that a universal experience?
I think so. I think if you're standing
You've said this before.
student council president, you have to plan your 10-year high school reunion. And for me, no.
Yeah. No.
Like next in line. I'm not.
Can you imagine having to have a conversation with your old teachers, telling them about what you do, and then them asking for your username or the name of your podcast? I would literally just tell them that the name of my podcast was Circle Time and hope they think I'm Kelsey. Like they're not welcome here.
I don't think we talk about anything that's that bad.
We don't, but it's just like not somewhere that I want. Like I want them to think that they educated me in a way that I would become Kelsey Kreppel, not in a way that I would be sitting here purple. Does that make sense?
Totally.
This is actually like the perfect segue into something else I wanted to talk about.
Perfect.
There's this episode of New Girl where they talk about their pogos, which is a pogo is something that people talk about you once you leave the room.
What does it stand for? Is it like a...
I think because Winston, his pogo was like actually like his dick like getting in the way and like in the morning and like getting like near people and almost like touching them.
I missed that episode. What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean his dick getting in the way?
Like in the morning when he would wake up, like it was just like everyone was like Winston's dick is out, basically. And like
he was naked?
No, just like coming out of his underwear.
Oh, okay.
In a way. I'm not sure if that's why they called it a pogo, maybe because like a dick is kind of like a pogo stick. Like, that's the only reason I can think of why it's called a pogo. Otherwise, it might just be what they call it. But that's Winston's pogo.
I feel like that's something that you can talk, like his dick could have been something that they talk about while he's in the room.
I agree. But like it came to light that like that's actually what they like talk about. Like he found out. And Schmidt's pogo was his toenails, I think. And Justice was like her being a know-it-all. What do you think your pogo is? Like when you walk out of the room, what do people start saying about you behind your back?
Oh, this is like a horrible conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. I know mine.
What is yours?
Wait, actually forget it. Hold on.
Well, on days when I forget to wear deodorant, like I 100% know that it's that because I smell like roadkill.
You don't. You always say that.
No, I promise you. My body's addicted to Old Spice, pure sport.
Mm-hmm.
And like without it, it punishes me via shit room feature.
Right, via shit room. No, I promise. Like you can never smell like the shit room. That is not something that's like a man-made concoction.
Okay, what's your pogo?
I would assume that it's like something about like talking so much shit and then like being fake, like talking shit about someone and then being immediately like, oh my God, hi. With like also what choice do I could be mean to them, but I don't know. I know what my pogo is.
Okay.
It's that I probably like while my friends have a 9 to 5, I take like a 2-hour nap every day. I think that they are probably talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, Brooke's napping? Of course. Let's give her some space while I work on my hard work.
I mean, that's literally what I said about heading to the... I can't think of... See, this is how out of touch I am. I can't think of one finance company. Johnson & Johnson, I almost said. Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Like all my friends that go to Goldman Sachs in like New York, and I'm like... LOL, you guys look at my prosthetic nose.
Uh-huh.
You know, and they're probably sitting like in an email that like was probably gonna potentially save a life. My friend that is a doctor, like, sends me stuff all the time. Like, this person has a glass bottle stuck up their ass, and I got it out today. And I'm like, nice. Like, I made a TikTok. Yeah.
If I had a glass bottle stuck up my ass, like, I'd just let it kill me instead of going to the doctor.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
You're too proud.
Yeah.
Is
that my pogo?
I would literally, yeah, you're Brooke. When everyone leaves the room, they're like, one thing about Brooke is that she's too proud to go to the doctor when she gets a bottle stuck up her ass.
Yeah.
She'll die with that bottle in her ass.
100%.
You're bottling it up.
You would go to the doctor with the bottle, like, half
I would literally be like,
I
fell. This doctor, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah. So what's your pogo?
My pogo would, probably be similar to yours.
Like fake?
Yeah.
I don't think you're.
Or just like.
I don't think you shit talk as much. Like, I think you're pretty nice. I know what yours is.
What is it?
You know what yours is.
Okay, well, don't say it.
Oh, it's not bad.
What is it?
Well, now I'm feeling scared.
Well, you don't want to hear your pogo from someone else.
But it's not even like it's something that I talk like. It's just like you're ethical clout chasing.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, and that's something that I have come to terms with.
Okay.
In fact, we've made merch with that
exactly.
that phrase on it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm proud of that.
You reclaimed it.
Yeah, that's something where, like, I see people go, oh, of course, there he goes. And I'm like,
yeah.
Like, I got the picture.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, good. Okay.
No, I'm cool with that. It made me scared, whatever you
No,
say.
I freaked myself out, but.
Because actual issues that I have day to day, I forget that I even have because I convince myself I'm fine.
Right. Oh, no.
Did you know that cats, I just heard this the other day, cats as pets, like, if you die in your home,
they'll eat you.
They'll eat you, like, right away.
Yeah. I have heard that.
What do you think about that?
But a dog would not eat you.
But a dog would eat you in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
A dog would eat you eventually. What do they do?
But not immediately.
Max might eat me immediately. I'm being serious because Max...
Because he's so obsessed with you, he needs you... Not going to finish the sentence.
He needs you...
Not going to finish the sentence.
Are you saying that young man is addicted to me?
He is addicted to you.
He is addicted to
me. That he would want, like... Yeah.
He would want me inside him?
Yeah, that's what I keep wanting to say, but I don't mean it. Like, I mean, like, he wants to consume your essence, but physically. I, like, need to keep... I thought that would be a fun conversation to have. Sorry. But then you had to bring up my dog being inside... My dog wanting me inside him. But not in that way. It's hard to, like, move... Like, not think about it in that way with the phrasing. You gonna carve a pumpkin this year? No? No, I've never liked doing that. I don't... Like, the pumpkin smell really... is a turn off for me. I'm bad at it. My neighbors moved forward with carving like 9 pumpkins, putting them on the front porch, and then I guess they moved away because they left them all there to rot. They started to kind of fade and slump, and then all of a sudden they were all in like a gush puddle. Oh. And they're still there. You would be surprised at how many people like still live in the places that they're just letting the pumpkins just like rot outside of. People leave them out rotting till December. Pick them up. Like, I think you only need them. I think you need a carved pumpkin out. First of all, carve them on the week of Halloween so that you throw them away after Halloween. Don't carve them, or they don't need to be out until Thanksgiving. It's not a Christmas tree, you know? Right. I had a friend in college who would put up a Christmas tree like 1 year put up a Christmas tree, actually. They lived in the same house all 4 years. And they left it up for all of college, and they would just decorate it for every season. That's cute. They would kind of reclaim the space as being different holiday trees. That's sweet. Yeah. That's real sweet. Do you want to tell your spooky story? Yeah, I guess for the next 8 minutes, we'll do the thing that we had on the thing. Okay, so Brooke and I were talking yesterday about, like, if we've ever had encounters with ghosts and what those were like. And I always have believed in ghosts because who am I to say no? I'm not someone who's confident enough to not outwardly believe deny in stuff that I have no facts in. I'm also someone who, if someone gives me one single fact or opinion that they feel strongly enough, I'm immediately there. Agree. Ghosts are real because, okay, I'm on your side, you know? So, obviously I believe in ghosts, goblins, the whole lot. And my neighbor owned an antique store growing up. You believe in goblins? I mean, maybe not goblins. That feels different.
than ghosts and ghouls.
Uh-huh.
Ghost
Goblin feels like ogre mode, like mythical creature,
right.
which I think like blatantly doesn't exist. And then ghosts are like up for debate.
Goblins have never existed.
No, it's not like they're dinosaurs.
But like goblin, like I guess they haven't existed.
No.
I don't know why in my head I'm like, oh, those are from the olden age. Oh, of course, goblins when they used to walk the earth. I've seen Ellen Enchanted
it's
too
not
many
like
times.
a meteor took out the goblins.
How do we know? If that's
But there aren't any goblin fossils.
yet.
I think
They lived
would've
underground, like deep underground. I made that up.
No, they didn't. They walked the earth
They lived under.
in Fantasyland.
I respect so much the person that made Fantasyland because how fun must now.
Their head, it'd be to live inside their head.
Wait, maybe I actually really like the mythical, like Shrek. You know, there's goblins and ghouls in Shrek.
Have you tried reading a fantasy book?
No. See now.
Well, did you like the Hunger Games?
I did like the Hunger
So
Games.
maybe you should try reading something like that.
I read all the Hunger Games.
Maybe you should try. There's more kinds of books like that. Maybe you should read A Court of Thorns and Roses with me, the one I've been trying to read for 6 months.
That's the one that's like so crying your eyes out vibes.
No, it's supposed to be like horny, but I haven't gotten to a horny part yet.
I don't know. If
Right now, it's just like fairies.
I don't think I could get all horny for a book.
You don't need to be horny. You can just acknowledge that it is horny. Read that book with me. That would be so funny.
Okay,
It's like
sure.
everyone's reading
What page
it.
are you on?
Everyone's obsessed with it. Like 100, and I have been since April. I've read 3 books since I started that one.
So you're 100 pages in it and it hasn't gotten horny yet?
No, it hasn't gotten horny yet.
Man.
There's like a sliver of tension.
You're getting
barely.
You're getting blue balled.
I'm not even blue balled because nothing even
You're
started.
getting blue balled by a book.
No, I'm not. I'm literally, there's no color of my balls right now.
Purple.
I'm purple balls right now. That would be so fun.
Okay, I'll read it.
Will you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me order it on Amazon. Right, my tooth is falling off. No, give me your phone. I'm gonna order it on Amazon to you.
No.
Yeah.
I'll order it on. I just got Audible and Do you have any audiobooks?
I can't do audiobooks. The only books I can do on audio are like nonfiction memoirs. So I did like Tina Fey's Bossy Pants on audiobook, which is like the best thing in the world. And Amy Poehler's book and Mindy Kaling's book. Like all those.
I read Tina Fey's book and Amy Poehler's book.
Those are the only things I can do audio vibe if it's narrated by the author.
I would listen to a book of your choosing if you would listen to Green Light by Matthew McConaughey.
No. But I think I think it would be very funny. I think you're going to be surprised at how many comments on this episode are like, Connor, please, please, please read that book.
Okay, and I think you'd be shocked too to see how many comments are like, please,
I don't agree.
Please listen to Matthew McConaughey's Green Light.
Vote for if you think we should read Green Light together.
If I read Court of Thorns and Roses, then you have to read Green Light.
No, that's not how it goes. We're reading a book together, and then
okay, then we'll read 2 books together. You gotta meet me halfway, Brooke.
I understand. I understand how that's fair. Like truly, objectively, I understand it.
Okay, cool. Then we'll do that. I'll catch up to page 100, and then after this, we'll do Green Light together. Shake on it. Cool. Okay, that'll
yeah.
be
I'll listen to that. I'll do an audiobook to Green Light in the car.
Cool. And I'll read Court of Thorns and Roses.
Do you think you'll read it an actual book, or you'll do?
Yeah,
Audible?
I'll read a physical book.
Okay. Can I get it on Amazon?
I'll get it.
I don't think you will.
I'll get it because you agreed to read Green Light with me.
Okay.
Why can't I say I've said a different version of the book every time I've said it? What is it?
Green Light? I've only heard you say Green Light.
Okay. Anyway, so I was like growing up and I would work at this antique store in high school and there was all these things because they bought the house. They bought this historical home. And in my high school town, we had we learned Texas history as our history class.
Right.
We would go on these like home tours of these like historical homes, whatever, and like mayors and stuff, and like people that fought and whatever. I don't know, all that stuff. I honestly immediately push out of my memory.
Yeah.
But there was one that they bought it with all of the belongings inside that are like historical facts.
Right.
And I am curious what that looks like. I'll circle with you after.
I'll send
but,
you the image.
So I started working there, and obviously, like, there's no foot traffic in this little town, so like no one would ever come into an antique store. And the guy that owned it was like, by the way, this place is like fully haunted, and I would be the only one in it all day. It's like an old home with lots of noises, and they said like a little kid died here. The dad hung himself in the stairwell, and they found like a dictionary. By the way, that's kind of weird. With like, it was looking up the word malaria, and that's what everybody had. And like the little boy was killed there, and like his skateboard's still over there. It's for sale, actually. And I was like, this feels gross, but I like need to make it. It was $20 an hour. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. And I'm drooling so much, it's out of my hands. And one day the skateboard rolled, and one day I was leaving, and that was horrible. That was right when Netflix came out, and so I was like obsessed with Netflix. Playing Netflix all day to drown out all the sounds of the creaking. And then one day I was leaving, and the blinds upstairs, and there was dresses, like traditional dresses, like big old ball gowns in there. And so I would always turn around and be like, that's a woman. It was not, it was just a mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
But one day the window, the blind had like waved, and I'm like, there's no AC in that house. Like, what just moved that shit? And then I left, and I never came back, and that's my whole story for my ghost.
Oh.
Isn't it enthralling to tell my personal ghost story?
Yeah, I'm enthralled. I have not really had contact with the spiritual realm.
Would you want to have contact with the spiritual world?
I would like to have a non-scary interaction with the spiritual world. Actually, I guess I did kind of.
Can I hold that thought real quick?
Yeah.
By the way, I would carry around a pair of scissors around the antique store as if I'm going to stab a ghost if it came to me.
Mm-hmm. Can't stab something that's already dead.
You also can't stab like a spirit.
An apparition.
That's why I was only scared of like the demons. I wasn't scared of ghosts, just like demons like in Conjuring, like picking me up by my neck and like twisting my arm.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not really, but I was like 10 and we were moving, and I would go with my parents to look at houses.
Yeah.
And I was just like, one house, I was like, we really can't live here. There's something like very wrong.
Yeah.
And they were just like, you're good. And then it turns out someone had just killed themselves in that house.
And you felt that?
I did feel that.
Wait, didn't Mrs. Clairvoyant say that you were like you were a medium as well?
No.
Oh.
Not at all, I don't think. She could have, because there were a lot of times where I actually like was only hearing like buzzing as opposed to her. Like my ears were like, I was like actually going out of focus.
I think it's because I talked about the manifestation space, and she was like, oh, well, you guys might have a little bit of something.
I think she said everyone is born with something. But her father was.
Her father sold shoes.
Yeah. Totally.
Bless his heart to death.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually did have one scary story, and we were gonna like talk a lot about scary stories today. But to me, like, I don't need to burden anyone else that like would randomly, like as a full-blown adult with a 401k that they can't access, remember these stories that they were told in camp. Because like I was told about this guy named the Pig Lion at camp. Didn't you say you had like a pig lion man?
Yeah, same person.
So like this is like, I can't remember the details, but like the way that my camp counselor described this thing coming out of a closet with its long old man hands with long nails, and it came out and it had the face of a pig.
I hate those kind of mashup
and
creatures.
The mane of a lion.
Hate those.
It's like pick one beast.
Uh-huh.
If a pig came out, I'd be like, well, now what the hell?
Right.
A pig can't come in here. This is my house. Lion, hold up. Man, that's the scariest part. Throw me a pig, throw me a lion. You throw me a man in my house, that's the worst part. Especially if you have long
fingernails. Isn't that so
fingernails.
interesting how you would be the most scared to have a man in your house, even though that's like the most likely over a pig or a lion?
Put me in a room with a lion.
That says a lot about humanity.
Put me, Brooke.
That you would rather have you would be more scared to have a strange man in your house than a lion.
We live in a society.
Period. On God.
Put me in a room with a lion. Put me in a room with a pig. Do not, under any circumstances, put me in a room with a man.
Completely agree. And I'm completely aligned. How about a woman?
Yes.
Put you in a room with a woman?
Put me in a room with a woman.
Look in the camera. Look in the camera and say that.
Put me.
just say put me in a room with a woman.
Put me in a room with a woman. Any takers?
I thought this whole time your bracelet says fibula. I thought this whole time it said vulva, and I didn't even flinch.
I need the bracelet that says vulva.
I can make you one. I've got beads.
I would love a friendship bracelet that says vulva.
Okay.
Because you keep having to remind me.
With the friendship bracelet, I have to have one too.
Vulva and
vulva. We could do double vulva.
We could do bubble. You do vulva and I'll do
That's our tattoo.
She's the vulva to my All right. What do you say we wrap up? I also just wanted to really quickly highlight my shoes, which are Stubbs and Wooten. And this is my buddy Zachary Weiss's custom collab with them, full of dust because I've never gotten to wear them. They have club sandwiches that stitched into the top. And Brooke, what have we always said about club sandwiches?
That they're
Love them.
One of the best things that this world has to offer.
They are
specifically a turkey BLT.
Turkey BLT.
Add avocado.
3 words. Turkey BLT. 4, I guess.
Add avocado. Turkey BLAT. I love a blat.
Turkey blat.
Turkey blat.
I'm going to leave you guys with this. No one wants to know this. Do you guys know what club stands for? Chicken and lettuce under bacon. And that is something you're only going to hear on PNC MAP. We're just spitting facts 24/7 and it's out of our hands. Okay. Bye guys. We'll see you in
the
bonus. Close friends. And have a club sandwich on us today, but pay for it with your own money. Bye guys.
This week on Close Friends.
Ladies milking. They're milking something.
What are they milking? These people are coming in and ruining my house.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my heart is pounding.
Because I'm actually just
swallowing it,
sucking on it, and then swallowing it.
This bonus episode is already so much better than the main episode.
I think it's definitely something.
Can we swap? Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.